Hey guys, be sure to check out the Mortar Pod, our weekly video podcast, and also check out the tutorial video for my board game, Travelers of Storia. Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we've got another Khans of Tarkir Swiss draft. So we've opened Dune Blast, which I think we're just going to pretty easily take here. It's an awesome card. What else is good in here? Outpost, Charm, Guide. I like this guy a lot. Out of this cycle. I don't want to necessarily say this one's my favorite, but man, Lifelink's pretty awesome. What else is good in here? Savage Punch, Windscarred Crag, couple good lands, good removal, good creatures. Let's take the board wipe with a lot of color commitment. Ooh, followed by an on-color charm. That's kind of convenient. And another guide. Kill Shot, Jungle Hollow. A lot of good stuff in here. Dead Drop, Marek, Nightblade. I think we'll just go Charm. This is a good one. A combat trick, a removal spell, or a card draw. This got to be one of the better ones. Power 3 or greater is so nice in this format too. Whoa! Foil Dragon Style Twins. Why would that get passed? That card's really good. I mean, I could just take it because it's a double striker with prowess, which is really good. Otherwise, fixing seems like something I'm going to want based on my first two picks. So I do like the fact it's pretty surprising, actually, that they picked, one person picked a common and one person picked an uncommon over it. But I think I'm just going to take the fixing here, try and stay on point with the two cards that we currently have. Plus, hopefully, table some nice Abzan cards. I mean, I believe I heard the rules of the, not the rules, but, you know, the guidelines of the 4 and 5 color decks are you don't want a lot of double color spells in your 4 and 5 color decks. Makes it much more challenging to cast things. Wow, another good pack for us. Here's an Abzan guide, which I really do want to take here. There is a Blossoming Sands, though, which is some really nice fixing for us. So, yeah, I think we are going to take the fixing over the guide. I do like this guide a lot. We've already seen two. I mean, I guess I don't want to pass the Abzan signal either. It's tough. I think Abzan guide is probably bomby enough to pick. I did say that the common cycle I don't consider bomby, but man, this one is pretty good. I do like this one quite a bit. I mean, I guess they're all fairly bomby, but when I think bomby, I think more of stuff like, I guess the 3/3 double strikers. Pretty bomby, right? That's with prowess. I mean, that's pretty good. I think it's pretty easy. Another Blossoming Sands here. There's also Keru Bloodsucker in here, who I have played and won with a couple times. So that card's actually pretty good, I think. I think Roar of Challenge is a good card too, but neither of those cards are more interesting than that Blossoming Sands. All right, Wooly Loxodon versus Sidisi's Pet. I think Loxodon's a pretty awesome card. Big fan of that. So let's take the Loxodon. Dragon Throne. I do love that card. Typically very underrated. I think I can take it here. What am I passing? A Smoke Teller, which is playable, but I'm not even, you know, it is a Grizzly Bear in this deck. So as much as Grizzly Bears are pretty good in this format, I think I'd rather have this slow and clunky Dragon Throne of Tarkir because it does silly things, and I like silly things in this format. All right, pretty easy Jungle Hollow, I would say. There's also Awaken the Bear, which is good. Dazzling Ramparts. I don't really like this card. But let's take the Jungle Hollow. It seems like a pretty nice pickup. I mean, I could take the Jeskai Student. I could take the Windscarred Crag as well. And I'm trying to, I think the best reason to take the Crag is it does not appear that any of the important cards are going to table, like any of the Abzan guides. But then again, Jeskai Student's pretty good. I think I'm still going to take the Crag. There's a chance I could splash some red, and I may want to. So I'm willing to indulge that. Let's, I guess, take the dutiful return here. So admittedly, pack 1 did not get much card substance, but a lot of fixing. So that's good. And we definitely want to engage Abzan, but none of those guides tabled, which is troubling. I mean, that means we're going to be definitely in some competition for Abzan picks, but hopefully this Windscarred Crag maybe branches me into an Abzan Mardu thing, possibly. We'll see. I still think I'm a big fan of Dreadmaw. You know, the cool thing about Dreadmaw is it works pretty well with Dragon Throne. Swift Kick is an option too now that I have the Crag, but I think I'd rather have the Life Gainer dude. If you can end up with enough finishers, having this guy is a good roadblock that buys you time at a reasonable cost. And he's got a good body. 4/4 is nice. Alright, I guess we'll take Grizzly Bear now. It's better than a tracker on the splash, I think. Looks like this time we're a little more green than the last Abzan deck we had. Secret's a pretty good card. It synergistically works well with like Sultai Scavenger and the Shambling Attendants in this format, so I think I like it more as a main deck option than the sideboard erase. Although the sideboard erase did some nice things for me in the last draft. Took out a Secret Plans with it. Alright, pretty interesting pack 1. Good fixing. Doom Blast is of course good, so is the Abzan Charm, and the Dragon Throne is certainly a powerful effect. At a clunky cost, I'll give it that, but powerful effect. I feel like Dragon Throne and Karu Dreadmaw kind of work well together in the same deck, since it's a nice equipped target, and Karu Dreadmaw kind of helps you get to the late game where Dragon Throne becomes pretty much insane. I can tell you I easily would have won that stalemate in my third match of the last draft if there was a Dragon Throne out. Well, I mean, that's a bomby card. I don't have any blue fixing, which makes it awkward. Let me see if there's something else worth picking. Otherwise, I might indulge or consider trying to make a Sagu Mauler work. It is a very strong card. Parapet, though, is a nice way to buy time. Doesn't work so well with Dragon Throne. Seeker of the Way is just a really powerful card. I may just want the Seeker. Swarm of Blood Flies could potentially be amazing with Dragon Throne if enough creatures die. I'm kind of feeling the Seeker here. I do like Parapet because it's a nice roadblock, but Seeker's a good, that's a nice beater. If you get Lifelink going, have a Dragon Throne out, it can be really good. Longshot Squad's okay too, but priority kind of on 2-drops for me. I think I'm going to take it over the bomb. As much as the idea of straight up going 5-color is appealing here, I think I'll stick to possibly 4-color. I think I'm a little more comfortable doing that. Sultai Flare seems pretty amazing. There's another Scavenger in here, Disowned Ancestor, Highland Game, Awaken the Bear. Good on color stuff. I'm a huge fan of the Flare. The Flare is just awesome synergy with the Dreadmaw as well. Very cool together. Gaining ridiculous amounts of life and getting to the late game. I'm down with that. Okay, now it's Dragonscale Boon, Bitter Revelation, Tusked Colossedon, but I'm hoping I can find enough finishers. That's usually not too difficult. Dragonscale Boon is a very good trick. I should probably consider it pretty strongly here. It is expensive, but it's a lot that happens. Makes your guy bigger and surprise block. It's going to work better with it's going to work really well with our Seeker of the Way. Yeah, I guess we'd probably take it. looks like we're more focused on green-white at the moment, but that's not necessarily true. I think we're probably once again sort of evenly colored. I guess we're the lightest on white right now, but the two black cards we have aren't amazing. Let's try and focus on green for sure, but I still need to sort of establish what I want. I mean, I guess I could just take the Hate Blade here, actually. I think I'm going to take the Hate Blade. I never want to deny this card again. I love the Mardu Hate Blade. Death Touch is just amazing in this format. Couple good red spells, so that's a interesting. I think my issue is I'm not a huge fan of Arc Lightning on the Splash in this format. I feel like Arc Lightning on the Splash in mini formats is probably amazing, but not as good here. Let's just take the Bloodfell Caves. That actually opens us up for a better card to splash on red. I mean, Arc Lightning is certainly acceptable on the splash. I'm not super into it. Let's take the Bloodfell Caves here. All right, Abzan Guide seems like a slam dunk here. Yeah, nothing else of real value for us that I would consider. I mean, Salt Road Patrol's okay. Locks it on number 2 would be fine, but yeah, happily picking up the Abzan Guide. Okay, so I do like the Archer's Parapet. It buys us time. It's either that or a Skull Hunter, but I think I want to stay. I think I want to stay light on the either black or white, maybe both. Maybe I want to stay. I mean, I probably have enough fixing to do at this point whatever I want with Abzan. So I mean, there's Krumar too. I could just keep up the attacking creatures because they're going to work better with our Dragon Throne. But Parapet is very difficult to deny because it's such a good roadblock. But I may actually want the Skull Hunter because I've got some good cheap creatures. This is tough. Guess I'll go Skull Hunter. I don't know. I've got a soft spot for Skull Hunter. Making your opponent discard can be really difficult. I mean, Jungle Hall is cool, but I think here I either want a trick or another creature. We have 8 creatures currently. Let's take the Awaken the Bear. I think it's going to be pretty incredibly good with, I don't know, any of our guys, I guess. Getting Trample is very nice. Awaken the Bear has played very well for me so far in the format, so I've been a big advocate, big fan. Horde Mate seems pretty reasonable. Currently have Hate Blade, Seeker, Smoke Teller to bring back, and Skull Hunter. Yeah, that's a lot already. Otherwise, Scoured Barrens would also be acceptable, but I'm pretty satisfied with the fixing we got so far. I guess we have 4 on-color pieces of fixing, but I'm going to take the Horde Mate here just because I like the card a lot. I mean, Rush of Battle, I've got 2, 3. Wow, I have more warriors than I realized. 4. This guy's a warrior. That guy's a shaman. I know the guide's a warrior. Jeez. Well, Rush of Battle is an actual thing. An actual thing. Is it wrong that I'm still more interested in the Skull Hunter? I mean, we're starting to get I guess we're starting to get mixed quite a bit here on colors. I guess I'm going to take the Skull Hunter. I know. Some people don't like it as much as I do, but all right. We got rewarded. We got the Rush of Battle now, so now we just have a ridiculous amount of warriors, which is going to make this Rush of Battle much better. Pretty happy we got to pick that up. Guess just in case I need it, I'll take the Colossedon. I'd prefer to not play it, but currently we're pretty even on the colors, and I don't think that we're going to move into red. I think, if anything, we just need maybe 1 or 2 more pieces of fixing, and we'll be perfectly fine. I guess I can take a second Dreadmaw. Probably don't need it. Third Secret. That 2 of them already seems a little bit ludicrous, especially if we have 0 Scavenge. And by Scavenge, I mean Delve. Okay, Retribution. I don't think we have a ton of things that put counters on. Abzan Charm does, but not much else. So let's take something else. We can take another piece of fixing, but this doesn't help us, so probably removal or a creature. So we could take the Temur Charger, which is a pretty good card. I'm a big Smite the Monsters fan, though, so I think we're going to take that. We're a little bit short on removal. We only have Abzan Charm and Dune Blast, which are both pretty good, but I think I'd prefer a little bit more. So I'm going to take the Smite here. As much as I actually like Disguise Student with stuff like Rush of Battle too, which is nice, or Awaken the Bear, I still think we probably just want the removal. Let's actually look at our curve. I haven't looked at that in too long. Yeah, it's actually a pretty nice curve. Let's go back to colors. So I kind of want to make sure we're so even on colors. This makes it more difficult. I wanted to focus on a couple colors, but I want removal at the same time. It's tough. Saddle Brute's very good. Savage Punch is very good. Boon, Hate Blade, tons of good stuff here. I'm feeling another warrior to make this Rush of Battle much better. And if I'm going to do that, it's probably the Saddle Brute, because the Saddle Brute is a warrior with 4 power, so gaining 6 life would be of much benefit. Let's hide the secrets for now, just because I may still play them. It's just I'm a little less inclined now. I sort of want to get... I guess I could just focus on green-white more. It makes the Skull Hunters more awkward, I guess. There's no on-color fixing. Saddlebird's a pretty good card. It's a nice way to finish. I guess I'll take the Saddlebird. I like the Savage Punch too. It's tough. They're both good. I think we're going to... God, and there's a debilitating injury. I do love me a debilitating injury. And we're short on removal. Ugh, this Jungle Hollow's nice, though. It is very nice. I think I'm going to go injury. We're stretching our mana base a bit. Horde Chief versus Bloodsucker. Bloodsucker works with Dreadmaw, Saddle Brute, Loxodon, Colossadon, Flare. That's not enough. Let's take the Horde Chief, who I just like anyway. Let's cut the Colossadon. Maybe we focus on black-white again, because I don't have to run Smoke Teller, and then the other cards are fine. So, okay. I guess we're okay then. Let's take the Horde Chief there. I just like that card. Ride Down. That's pretty late. I mean, that's potentially worthy of a splash, but I guess I'm not really feeling it. Could just take a second Smite. Let me look at our curve one more time here. Guess we have quite a few 4-drops already. So maybe the Kintree Warden's a little bit better, but I don't like it so much on... It's not that green is a splash color yet. Kind of is, though, I guess. There's really nothing else for me. I mean, Lamassu. I think we're taking Smite. Possibly sideboarding it rather than main deck it. Attendance. If we take Attendance, the secrets become a lot better. Otherwise, a second Awaken the Bear, but we're a little creature light, which makes that a worse plan, in my opinion. All right, I guess we'll take Attendance. I mean, Highland Game is a fine card. Rush of Battle. What's my warrior count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Wow, that's actually a very nice warrior count. We have so many 4-drops already, though. It makes it difficult, especially with this Dragon Throne. I guess we're more on the Ancestor plan because something to do early turns on our Skull Hunters. Yeah. All right, we can take the Barons here, I think. Although, what do we have, 21 cards with our lands? I guess we're actually short on playables. I could take the Warrior. I do think fixing is nice, though. We're a kind of crazy mix of colors, I guess, a little bit. Scoured Barrens does help us fix, which is nice. I guess I'll take the Barrens. 5 pieces of fixing is pretty good. We may have to play the Smoke Teller, which is okay. It's just not exactly what I want. Snakeskin seems pretty playable in here. We've got a Hate Blade. We've got some big, a Life Linker. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything else really. So let's just take the Snakeskin, which is pretty playable. All right, Hate Blade tabling, some great news. Happily picking that up. So now this is 23 cards. This is actually a deck. I think my first cut would probably be maybe the Smoke Teller if I can find a white or black creature instead. That would really make our... I guess I could take the Lamassu. It's probably more exciting. Although the Mastodon with Dreadmaw is kind of crazy. Mastodon's a pretty underwhelming card, though, overall. Then again, running multiple 7 and 8 drops seems like a mistake. I guess Mastodon. Lamassu, I mean, if I ran 18 lands, I could probably get away with it, but I'm not really interested. I don't think we need to scout the borders or the archives, so let's just hate the Dasher, which can be good. Someone gets a bonkers start. Guess the Mentor. So I probably want to run... I think I'm just going to run a secret, a Rakshasa secret over the Smoke Teller. Probably. Some late fixing. So I think I could have splashed red stuff if I wanted, but I'm pretty satisfied with these guys. With this is looking pretty nice. Let's oh, this is 23 cards right here. I see. Okay. I think, right? Yeah, I mean, attendance is still fine in here. Even if I don't run the Rakshasa secret, I'm willing to at least take a look at a different option, though. If I really want to run secret. This is a morph guy, sort of. This guy's sort of morph. I mean, this looks good. Mastodon, I guess, looks kind of not that good. Do I want to run a Mastodon over a Smoke Teller? That's the real question. The question is, how aggressive am I? You know, I'm not like hyper aggressive. Mastodon's a pretty nice roadblock. I guess I should try it out. I mean, it is pretty insane with Dreadmaw. I like the idea of gaining 8 life, right? 12 life if I have Sultai Flare, which is a lot of life. Colossadon worries me a little bit because the double green. Keep in mind, Loxodon, you just morph it, and then you only need 1 green, so much easier to splash. Yeah, you know, I think this is fine. We ended up with enough removal. We got the injury, Abzan Charm. Waken the Bear is, you know, removal in quotations since it's a trick. Smite the Monstrous, Dune Blast. That's a good removal suit. We have the Rush of Battle for our 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11? We ended up with 11 warriors. Yeah, Rush of Battle is insane in this deck. I mean, I could have had a second one, but we're a little bit 4-drop heavy already, so I think I'm okay with just getting one. Yeah, we'll try Mastodon out. I'll give it a go. This is the first time I've played it. So, all right, this deck actually looks pretty good. We're pretty light in green, so I can probably get away with what, like 5 or 6 sources, maybe. Maybe 6 sources. I'll have to do a count and see what I can get my other counts up to. So we already have 4 sources of green, which means we ended up with some nice, good lands for our deck. Since you want you obviously want the fixers that give you your splash color. So 4 sources of green and 3 sources of black, and then 3 sources of white. So 4 sources green, 3. Let's see what they say. Guess we need the most in black. I definitely think we do not need that many forests. If I up this, let me see what that count gives us. This would bring us up to, what, 6, 7, 8, 9 sources of black, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 sources of white, and then 5 sources of green. And keep in mind, 1, 2 sources of green are for morph guys, so they can, you know, be gray ogres until I find my green source. And I may actually want to run 6 sources of green, just because none of my white or black spells are super color intensive. But I don't know, running 9 sources of black, 8 sources of white, 5 sources green. I could go up to 6 sources green pretty easily and not hurt the mana base too much, I think. If I cut a swamp and add 1 more forest, we've got 6 sources of green, 8 sources black, 8 sources white. Yeah, you know, I think I'm going to go with that. I mean, I don't want to be short of my green when I need it, especially if I need it for a Dune Blast or something. I mean, you would hope that you'd have it by the 0.7 mana. I mean, I definitely need black and white early, but I'm hoping 8 sources in either of those is enough. I mean, I probably could get away with 5 sources of green, but I think I'm okay with going 6. I think I'm going to try out 6 and see if it hurts me. All right. Well, this deck looks pretty good. I like it. Looks, you know, comparable to the last one we played. So let's give this a try. We'll see how we do. See you round 1.